Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into the chart, I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video. If you don't have it already in your watch list, you definitely want to stay tuned on in to know which one it is, to add it to your radar, and why you should add it onto your watch list. So stay tuned for more information on that. Now, if you want to get live updates on when I'm looking at certain ticker symbols before any other platform, I've created a Patreon to have a private community for investors that want to learn and grow together. And not only that, but take their portfolios to newer levels. So in the Patreon, you can find the link down below in the description. There are different tiers. So I want every single investor to be aware to take advantage of these tiers before they get filled up, because then there will be newer tiers over time. So let's go ahead and jump into this chart. And if you learned something new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So here we are with ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Inc. And as we can see here by the chart, the support level was broken through, all right? It hit newer lows. Now, I talked about the news before the news all week last week. I even touched base on it on several Ocugen videos, and some investors were just not believing what I was talking about. And how is it that I have information before it comes out and it gets announced and so forth? So let's look at that one more time. So this was a direct filing, right, of Ocugen, and this is the letter to the shareholders. They wanted to increment the shares of common stock from 200 million to 295, and you could see here that this was going to be sent out once they get the definitive copies on February 22nd, 2021, right? Today is February 22nd, 2021. This is directly Ocugen. I couldn't craft this. I couldn't make this up. And when I share this type of stuff, it's to enlighten everyone, so everyone is prepared and aware, right? We don't want to get caught up in the mess or think that this is going to be, a hit because the stock is terrible. Now, it could be too, because others know more information beyond what I found and what we're going to talk about, right? Which is just the shares increment. There can be others saying, hey, FDA approval is going to be very difficult. I'm out. Who knows? We need to watch this carefully, but we're going to talk and touch base here with our support and resistance in just a moment. But to tie it up with this, today's the 22nd, and there's already an article today, early in the morning, talking about how Ocugen urges shareholders to approve share increase at special meeting on March 16th, right? They want to go ahead and do that on March 16th, right there. We can see that. That's the date of the special meeting, right? Quote unquote. So when you think about it, they just mentioned it. And that's partially what's going on, and it's getting a lot of investors probably shaken off from it. And we also have what I've been talking about last week. If you haven't seen my video, it's talk about the stock market crash or correction. And I drew this out. I've literally drew this out. Check it out. You might continue to see this drawing pattern continue, and we want to pay close attention to it. So if you haven't seen that video, I got bashed about it too, and I told everyone, I am not a bear, I am a bull, but I like to be aware and prepared, okay? So that's what's going on right now with this one. So we might be seeing a slight correction for now, and if it continues, it can still be a correction. But if it goes way past, 36, or even down here at the low 36 and even the 34s, 35s, we could be in a crash. So we need to watch carefully going forward. So check it out. And I know I'm talking way beyond more than Ocugen, but I want every single investor and viewer to be aware. And we were talking about this way before the news. I called it the news before the news. I hope that was helpful for many of you guys, but we still need to watch this carefully because it fell pretty hard. So it's sitting right now at 916. Our support here is 905. If that gets broken through, this could be on its way down to newer lows. And the next support level is literally not too far from it at 889. That's the most important one. If that gets broken through, this could significantly be on its way down to newer lows and new support levels. So keep that in mind. Our resistance is way up here. It was literally our previous support. As you can see it, watch, let's go right back. That was our support and it got rejected and it continued downwards. So it's our support now. 1013 is now our resistance. It was our previous support. Now it's our resistance. The 50-day moving average is 1020. So that needs to be broken through to reach newer highs and get into bullish territory. But 1013 needs to be broken through as well before getting there. Now, this does not guarantee that the bulls are on their way back into bullish territory. This is just a stepping stone, one step closer to that point. Now, since this is such a broad stretch, if you want to kind of narrow it down to have a sense of momentum, if it's going upwards or downwards, 961 could be used informally as a resistance level to watch. And if the bulls break through it, just watch carefully if the momentum continues towards 1013. As always, I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative. Please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and hit that like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to keep it on your watch list. For everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is one that we've talked about before. Now, if you've seen already in the previous parts of my video, I mentioned the Patreon. If you want to get updates on live ticker symbols that I'm starting to watch, why I'm watching them, you can definitely join us in the Patreon. The link is down below. But the ticker symbol I'm about to talk about is Fuel Cell, FCEL. Now, it's getting back to the numbers where we mentioned it here on the channel. Now, I had stated that if it went lower, the opportunity was going to get even better. But from that point forward, all it's done is grow. It hit a peak here of almost $29 and it's been going downwards. Now, the whole market is correcting or kind of pulling back a little bit, but some are pulling back more than others. Now, the fact that this is getting close to these numbers, I would definitely look at this closely and see what's going on. And if it breaks through this point of $15 and some change, this could be on its way down to newer lows. But we've already seen where its potential is. And if things start to come back up, there's a lot of room there. So you definitely want to watch this carefully if it's your first time coming across this one and coming across this ticker symbol. And for those of you that have been watching it since this point, and even when we reiterated that it had room to continue to grow, you know, we definitely saw growth here. Now, this pullback, I mean, the volatility of the market is normal. And I hope that for those of you that finally thought, you know, it's maybe time to get off of this one, or, you know, just keep it on my watch list for now and just keep a close eye on it. You know, that decision was definitely an opportunity to be made as you saw this hit a peak and it's just been going down. But the overall market's been feeling like this. So why am I reiterating this one? Well, because the potential of certain stocks still are there. The fundamentals of those potentials are still there. It's just the market overall is feeling a hit. Now, one big thing I would definitely recommend every single investor and viewer in doing is do further due diligence on the company. And also, if you can check out institutional investors that are purchasing this and so forth, dig a little deeper to see what's going on and how the big players are feeling about this, because this is a big move downwards, but it's going back into that area where we first talked about it, to add it to your watch list. And this is a great time to definitely keep an eye on it and see if it consolidates within this area, or if it breaks through the $15 mark. Pay very close attention to what's going on, but not just to this stock, but to the overall market as well, to kind of guide yourself and see that it's not just the stock, but it's the market itself. And once the market starts to come back up, this stock's potential and the fundamentals of its business and opportunity is still slightly there. Okay, that's something to always remember, but you got to dig deeper. This might be the best time for those of you that were considering it and felt like it ran off too fast to pay close attention to it and keep in mind, you know, how this stock ran up to this point and what it's going on moving forward. Also, keep in mind the analysis rating of $11. I don't think that's been removed, and that analysis rating might become true, because remember, these analysis ratings are months from now. Now, it did a temporary pullback, and I knew that that was going to be temporary within this time period, but now it might even make that analysis rating be correct if the market overall continues downwards, because when the market's going down, every single individual stock is going down, feeling that hit as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.